5,000 years ago, the indigenous people of the Americas already knew tobacco. It was more than a plant to them. It was sacred. Shamans used it in rituals, seeking wisdom from the smoke. They believed it had a spirit, a power to connect them to the divine. These early uses were different from today. Forget cigarettes. Imagine pipes, reeds, and cigars. Each puff was a prayer, a way to communicate with the cosmos. These ancient cultures understood the power of tobacco, but they also respected it. It wasn't something to be taken lightly. It was a gift from the earth, a source of spiritual connection. For millennia, this relationship with tobacco remained relatively unchanged. It was a sacred practice woven into the fabric of their existence. Then, everything changed. The arrival of Europeans in the 15th century disrupted this ancient balance. Suddenly, tobacco was no longer just a sacred herb. It was a commodity, a source of profit and power. The Europeans, with their insatiable appetite for new goods, saw an opportunity. Tobacco, with its intoxicating aroma and exotic allure, was poised to become a global phenomenon. Imagine the first Europeans setting foot in the Americas. They see indigenous people using this strange plant, inhaling its smoke. Curiosity piqued. They try it, some hate it. Others, they're hooked. Word spreads back to Europe. Sailors bring stories. They bring tobacco too. It becomes a novelty, a luxury enjoyed by the elite. Demand explodes. What was once a sacred ritual becomes a booming business. Vast plantations spring up across the Americas. The land groans under the weight of this new cash crop. Tobacco's influence spreads like wildfire. It fuels economies, ignites conflicts, and reshapes the world. However, the way people consumed tobacco was still evolving. Pipes were common, but they were hardly convenient. Snuff, finely ground tobacco, became fashionable among the upper classes. But something new was brewing, a revolution waiting in the wings, the cigarette. The year is 1880. A young inventor named James Bonsack changes everything. His invention, the cigarette rolling machine, no longer a painstaking manual process, cigarettes could now be produced at an astonishing rate. This was mass production on a scale never seen before. Enter James Buchanan Duke. A shrewd businessman, he sees the potential of Bonsack's invention. He forms the American Tobacco Company. His goal? To make cigarettes accessible to everyone. He slashes prices, introduces new brands, and pioneers aggressive marketing tactics. The age of the cigarette had begun. Section 4. Ads and addiction. Cigarettes seduce the world. The 20th century. The world is changing, and so is the way we see cigarettes. Advertising becomes king. Billboards, magazines, even radio jingles. Everyone is talking about cigarettes. They're cool, sophisticated, even healthy, or so the ads claim. Hollywood gets in on the act. Movie stars light up on screen. Cigarettes become symbols of glamour and rebellion. Soldiers get cigarettes in their rations. It helps them cope with the horrors of war. Smoking becomes ingrained in society, a daily ritual for millions. But behind the smoke and mirrors, a dark truth is beginning to emerge. Section 5. The smoke clears, health risks, and changing perceptions, the 1950s. Scientists start sounding the alarm. Smoking, they say, is linked to lung cancer. Then comes 1964. The Surgeon General issues a landmark report. The evidence is irrefutable. Smoking kills. This report sends shockwaves around the world. People start to question their relationship with cigarettes. Governments take action. Warning labels appear on packs. Advertising is restricted. Public smoking bans are enacted. The tide is turning. Today we know the true cost of smoking. It's a hard-won lesson, written in the lives lost and the families shattered by this addiction. While smoking is still a challenge, we are making progress. Smoking rates are declining, and public awareness of its dangers is higher than ever. The smoke is clearing, revealing a future where perhaps one day cigarettes will be a relic of the past.